try something? Not yet. Everything ready? Yeah. Okay. Be prepared. So yeah, let's go for our next session. Fantastic. All right. For our tonight's session, indeed, tonight we have a very wonderful people here with us tonight, and tonight's sessions for center stage will be conducted by our none other than DTM Agustinus. He is an entrepreneur from Indonesia. He is a dynamic and result-driven entrepreneur with a passion for sales at the core of his professional journey. This is relentless commitment to excellence and a heart of sales for sales, and it stands for a testament to the art of turning opportunity into success. Now let us hear all the keynotes that he's going to pour out tonight and for us to learn. Let us invite DTM Agus to the center. DTM Agus, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jane. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. So a long time ago, I felt that sales was very challenging. I am an introvert. I used to be very nervous talking to strangers, let alone convincing them to purchase something from me. However, I love money. Money can make my eyes sparkle like the brightest star in the sky. So the prospect of having unlimited income overweighed my fear of sales, overweight my awkwardness, my nervousness in sales. So I gave it a try. I took some jobs in the sales field. A few of my starting jobs in the sales field failed miserably. I didn't score any sales transaction at all. For example, I worked marketing educational curricula for two schools. I failed. I didn't score any sales transaction at all. I work offering investment in commodity market. I failed. I didn't get any investor at all. Actually, it's not correct. Actually, I managed to get one investor, my mom. And she lost 7,000 US dollar because of me at that time. So I don't want to count it. It doesn't count, right? It doesn't count. Selling a product to your own mother, knowing for sure that she bought the product just out of pity for me. So it doesn't count, right? So forget it, okay? I almost gave up. So I took a job, at that time I took a job in a very huge company in Indonesia. But the prospect of unlimited income kept calling me. So I said to myself, I need to give it another try. So this time I applied a job as a salesman, as a salesperson in a real estate company. In this job, I need to sell properties worth hundreds of thousands US dollar. And as a salesperson, we are given targets. We need to close at least one transaction every 3 months. That's the target. If we didn't achieve that target, our job contract will not be renewed and we will be fired. We will be laid off. In this job, I get the chance to meet some, let's say, elite salespersons. While other salesperson, they come and go. They come and then 3 months later get fired. Come and go, come and go. This group of elite salespeople, they manage to constantly score sales transaction, and they can survive in that company for 1 decade. So it makes me curious, how come they can be so successful? What sets them apart from other ordinary salesperson? So fellow Toastmasters, please help me. What do you think sets them apart from other ordinary salesperson? What is your opinion? What is your thought? Just unmute your microphone. Yes?
They have strategies.
They have strategies. Yes. Okay. What else?
Persistency, the dream to earn more money.
Persistency. Okay. The love for money, like me. Yeah. Okay. What else? Anyone else?
Elephant skin.
Pardon, Selina?
You need to have elephant skin.
Elephant skin.
Thick skin.
Oh, okay. Thick skin. Okay. Thick skin, yeah. Shameless. Shameless. Okay. So actually, whatever you just mentioned earlier was correct. Actually, sales is a very complex thing. Just like a wise person said, the art of sales. It is not an exact science. There are so many things influence the success of a salesperson. So today I'm not going to share with you the holy grail of sales because there is no such thing as holy grail of sales. Today I'm going to have a discussion with you. We are going to learn from each other. Okay? We are going to have a discussion. So let me continue my story earlier. During my first month working in that company, I failed. I didn't score any sales transaction. So I was curious, how come I cannot score any sales transaction? I already mastered the product knowledge. So at that time, I approached one of the elite salesperson. I asked him, how come I cannot score any sales transaction? I already mastered the product knowledge. And then he said this to me, product knowledge? Even my 10 years old kid can memorize product knowledge better than most of us here, he said. Product knowledge is important, but it's not the key to be a successful salesperson, he said. And then he asked me this, if sales is a war, then what do you think are the weapons of salesperson? What are the weapons of a salesperson? What do you guys think, Toastmasters? What are the weapons of a salesperson? Unmute your microphone. Give your opinion. What are the words? Mato word.
Listening.
What else?
Listening.
Listening.
Interpersonal skills.
Listening skill. Interpersonal skill. Talking. Yeah, talking. Mato, yeah. Words. Okay. Actually, at that time, I'm not as amazing as you guys. You guys are Toastmasters. You can think strategically. You know what to excel in your skill. At that time, I answered this to my friend. The weapon of a salesperson are brochure, flyer, promotional video. And then he said this. Okay, if you say that's the weapon of a Toastmaster, of a salesperson, let's say brochure, flyer, and promotional videos are swords, spears, and arrow. Then it took a skillful person to make those weapons efficient in war. And he said this, actually the ultimate weapon of a salesperson, and Mato and Susan are correct. He said the power of words, his communication skill. But in this session, since you are all Toastmasters, and I know for sure that each and every one of you are a skillful communicator, you know how to communicate effectively. I'm not going to talk about how to communicate effectively. Instead, I'm going to delve deeper on what needs to be communicated to our potential buyer, to our customer. Whenever we need to sell something, we need to offer something to our customer, there are three things that we need to communicate. We need to tell our customers three things. The first one is the feature of the product. Let me give you the example from the sales industry, from the property industry. The feature of the product is we have 153 CCTV camera installed in this housing complex. That's the feature of the product. Number two that we need to mention to our customer, the benefit of our product. By having 153 CCTV camera, therefore, our housing complex is very, very secure. That's the benefit of our product. Now, average salesperson, ordinary salesperson, usually they only mention these two. Only mention these two. I sometimes even heard some salesperson only mention the feature of the product. So, sir, by buying this, you will have 153 CCTV installed in your complex, and your house the size is some meter square, and the tile of your living room will be marble, only mentioning the feature. Some of them goes beyond the feature and mention the benefit. But an elite salesperson, they would emphasize the third point. Mention the number one and number two, and they would emphasize number three. What is number three? Number three is the value of the product. The value of the product. So the elite salesperson, they would go and mention something like, okay, sir, nowadays we heard a lot about crimes. We heard a lot about home invasion, theft. We heard a lot about children kidnapping. And when I take a look at other housing complex, I felt sorry for the kids that lives there because they are not allowed to play outside of the house. They are locked inside the house, inside the gates. They cannot play outside. But here, sir, our housing complex is very secure. Our gates, we only have one gate and it is secured by security 24/7. And everyone come and goes from this complex is recorded by 153 CCTVs inside this housing complex. So, sir, you can have a peaceful mind. You can concentrate on your business, knowing that your children will be safe. Your children can go outside of the house playing in the playing ground with the other children of his same age, and you can be peaceful, expanding your business. They would go to something like that, emphasizing the value of the product. It sounded like a very small things to do, but actually it will make a huge impact on how a sales transaction can be successful or not. We will never know whether that particular customer, we don't know what kind of point of sales, what kind of values can touch his heart and his mind. If that particular customer felt the same thing at that time, at that particular time, he felt sorry for his son cannot go outside and play with other children, and he wants for his son to socialize with other children in the neighborhood, then it might be a decisive point. It might be something that make him decide to purchase a property in that complex and move there. So this is a small but a very huge things for the success of a sales transaction. Okay. Now, how about we practice, we learn from each other, since all of us actually are salesperson in life. At some point of our life, we need to sell something in our life, right? So let's practice. You select one product, something that you want to sell in your life. You draft the features, the benefit, and the value of your product. Emphasize on the value of the product. Later, I will invite you to present your product, and everyone can learn on how you emphasize the value of your product, how you develop the value of your product. Is that okay? Okay. I will give you, I think 5 minutes is enough. I will give you 5 minutes, yeah? Okay. Start working on the features of your product that you want to sell, the benefit of your products, and the value of your products. We all are salesperson. As a trainers and coaches, we need to sell our training modules, right? As a teacher, we need to sell our tuition course. As a parents, we need to sell the idea of the importance of studying hard for our children. So everyone is a salesperson here. Find something that you want to sell, divide it into the features, the benefit, and the value. Emphasize on the value. 5 minutes from now. Okay. Toastmaster Kim Ying, what is my current time now? The timing of my session?
Your current time is 14 minutes.
14 minutes. Okay, thank you. In case you missed my example earlier, in the field of property, real estate, my example earlier, the feature of the product is 153 CCTVs, cameras installed. The benefit of it is increased security, very secure. And the value is peace of mind. The parents can have a peace of mind. They can expand their business, concentrate on their business, knowing that their children are happily playing with other children in the neighborhood and can socialize with other children. So they can have a peace of mind, knowing that their children are secure. Yes, Miranda. So we are a salesperson in life, actually. So you choose something that you want to sell, whether it's a tangible product or you want to sell yourself, for example, and define them by the features, by the benefit, and by the value of whatever you want to sell.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miranda. Okay, 1 minute to go, and I'm going to invite someone to present, and everyone can learn from that person, and everyone can give feedback if you have any to improve the value of that person's product. Okay, anyone ready? Anyone finish the draft? Anyone would like to present as the first person? Anyone? Not yet? You need another 5 minutes?
We're all working very hard.
Okay. I will give you some time.
So can you explain about value again? So for
Okay.
example,
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
I'll try a little bit, Agus. Maybe you can help me. Okay, is that
Okay.
okay?
Go ahead, Miranda.
So I'm selling my coaching programs. So
Coaching, yeah?
the feature is 12-week program that includes 12 weekly 90-minute coaching sessions with me, and then like I would say a workbook, and then an online course. Those are the features.
Mm.
And then the benefits, they would heal, transform, and grow. So healing, transformation, and growth. That would be the benefits. I'm just making it very simple, right? And then the value, oh, definitely the peace of mind and freedom, living more authentically and living up to their potentials, and which will give them enjoyment of life and satisfaction and certainly peace of mind. Roughly like that.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much, Miranda. So you asked me earlier if this is my product, how would I describe the value, right? Yeah. So the product is a coaching program. The feature is a 12-week programs, each 20 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's correct. The benefit is you will heal, you will transform, and you will grow. Amazing benefit. And the value, try to word it in like a storytelling, Miranda. So, for example, if I'm the customer, if you are telling me like, by joining this coaching program, Agus, you will be free from your fear of public speaking, for example. I know that you are afraid of public speaking so much. By going this 12 weeks transformational programs, you will be ridden of your fear of public speaking. Whenever you come to the stage, no longer fear. You will no longer experience fear. In fact, you will enjoy the stage time. You will be having fun just by following my 12-week program. You can mention something like that, something that you know can relate to what is the needs of your customer. Try to you can have
what their needs are from our previous conversation, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I would use some words like imagine. What would it be like if you are free from stress, from anxiety, and you can show up more confidently and things like that, right?
Yeah. Imagine. That's an amazing, that's a powerful word. Imagine, sir. Imagine when you can go on stage and you don't have any fear. Imagine how fun it will be, how energized you will be. It's good.
Okay.
It's good, Miranda. Thank you. You taught me something today. Use the word imagine. Amazing. Thank you, Miranda. We all learn from.
Thank you.
Yes, Jai. How are you, Jai? Long time. I didn't.
I think this is the first time you're meeting this year. So yeah, it's been a long time. How are you, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Jai. Go ahead.
I would like to give a demonstration of selling a car.
Yes, car, yeah?
A car. All right. So here we go. August, do you have a family at home?
Yes.
You have children?
Yes.
You possibly even have a pet. And how does it feel when you return home in the evening and they run up to you when you go ding dong the doorbell and give you a warm hug? How does it feel to you?
Felt very warm and I'm very happy.
And loving, right?
Yes. Felt like they love me.
August, this car will ensure that daddy comes home safe to his family every night or every evening because of the advanced safety features.
Ah,
It comes not just with 6 airbags or a seat restraint system, which is a very, very advanced electronically manipulated seat belt, but also it gives you an impending crash notice about 2 to 3 minutes before it's going to happen. This is one of the latest features in the car, and the benefit is, of course, safety and the fact that you have a family who wants the daddy or husband or son home alive every evening.
mm,
Would you
yeah,
like to
yeah,
try
yeah.
driving?
Yes, of course.
So that's
Yes.
how
As
I'd
long as,
approach it. That is my
yeah,
approach.
thank you. Thank you very much, Jai. Thank you very much. I learned something from you today. You
What is
blur, you open with the value first to attract my attention. Okay.
Yes.
You attract me with the value first, and then you insert some of the feature of the safety and everything. Well done, Jai. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, August.
Very much. We all learn from you, Jai. Thank you. Yes, Mato, go ahead. Fire. Fire up.
Okay, thank you so much. So this is a real case. Currently, I'm developing an Instagram account. It's called, can you see it? Oh no, probably not. Easy English with Mato.
See English
At,
with Mato.
at Easy English with Mato. So I'd like to sell this Instagram account in order you all can click the follow button.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
for the feature,
Mhm.
there are lots of feature that embedded with the Instagram platform itself. For example, direct message, so you can message me 24 hours, and also you can share and comment, and also like, and also to be featured in the video, also a live session. So the benefit, you can get interesting video and also with a short duration with various topics. That's an interesting way to learn English, to improve your English, and also to refresh your English. So the value or the advantage is you can save time. It's time efficient because you can listen to it anytime, anywhere, and it's very efficient and save your time. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mato. Easy English with Mato. So the feature direct message 24 hours, really? Everyone can contact you 24 hours?
Yes, it's really 24 hours, but I will not reply in 24 hours. Like you can message me 24 hours, but I will
Okay.
reply as soon as I can.
Okay. And the benefit is everyone will improve their English. And the value, I didn't get the value that you mentioned earlier. What
The
is the value?
value is time efficient because you can learn English anytime, anywhere, and just listen to it.
Okay. I would say that what you mentioned as the value is actually the benefit of your product. You can save your time learning English. You don't have to go to the EF or whatever the courses, the regular courses, right? Perhaps the value of it, you can say, imagine how much time can you save learning English. You don't have to travel. You are living in Makassar, right? If you have a customer in Jakarta, you can say that. Imagine how much time it takes for you from your house to go to the English learning center. Going through traffic for 1 hour. You can spend that 1 hour playing video game, for example. You can do your hobby if you know that person for sure about any hobby that he has or anything. You can mention it. That's the value of your product. The value is what is the benefit do for him that can improve his quality of life. Imagine how much time that you can save. You can it's no longer the era of learning coming to the classroom face to face. You can learn from my Instagram. Now that kind of value that you must tell to the customer. So as a customer, perhaps I will think, yeah, why should I went through all the traffic in Jakarta just to visit the English course for 1 hour, while I can enjoy the learning in a fun way with Mato simply by turning on my computer. I can chat him, I can ask any question, I can save a lot of time. That's the value of your product. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mato. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Anyone else would like to give it a try?
I'll give it a try.
Okay, Jane. Go ahead, Jane.
Yeah, this is true. I just want to promote my products also. Now, this is what I'm working on. I'm not sure you can see this. It's called Mobile Journalism Workshop. I'm not sure whether you can see that.
Cannot.
No, you cannot see it, but it's all right. Mobile Journalism Workshop, which is going to be held in Cebu, March 9 and March 10. And I want to ask you, Nike, Amazon, what else? Tesla, what do they have all in common?
They are huge brand,
They have
famous brand.
huge brand, yes. But
They-
they all leverage on the skills on storytelling to promote their products.
Oh, I see.
And if you want to be a content creator, the most important thing is stories. If you want to get viewers, right? So what you need is a skill, especially for those who are beginners. And so this mobile journalism workshop will give you just that on March 9 and 10th. And what you will learn is a skill on creative writing and filming and video editing. And if you haven't started making videos and you want to start, but don't know how to start, then this would be a step for you to take that first step to learn to be a visual storyteller. And we have top one of the top media trainers from Singapore who will come to Cebu. And for those of you who are outside Sarawak, we have a special offer for you, which is 150, including workshop and accommodation for 2 nights. And it's a great offer, so grab this opportunity now. That's all.
Thank you, Jane. Is it a true product? Is it true that you are going to? Okay,
yes,
so
I'm going to share this. I'm going to
Okay.
share this in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. I must say that Jane is a truly elite salesperson because she took this opportunity to advertise her product to all of us right this instant. Amazing. Thank you very much, Jane. Thank you very much. We can also say that we can use what Miranda taught us. Imagine by joining this seminar only 2 days and you only spend like 500 ringgit Malaysia, and you can be an amazing content creator. You can be as successful as Nike, Amazon, Tesla. Yeah, you can use what Miranda mentioned earlier. Imagine. Okay, thank you very much for sharing your products and sharing your ways of promoting your product with all of us. We all learn a lot from each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Now let's move on. I still have time, right? Okay. The next thing that we need to make sure is we must, after we formulate our value, we must make sure that we communicate all those value 100% to the customer. In Toastmaster, we have a very safe environment. Whenever I speak, all of you will be quiet. All of you will be listening. Even though you are not listening, you will be quietly texting using your phone, right? But in the sales field, it's not the case. When you are about to mention your failure, suddenly your customer's phone rang. When you explain your product, their child crying. When you explain your failure, the failure of your product, your customer is on the phone all the time. So when the customer did not grasp the value of our product 100%, it's not their fault. It's our fault as the salesperson, as an elite salesperson. We need to do whatever it takes to make sure that our message of our failure came across to the customer. So we need to be adaptive. We need to observe. If we can see that their eyes is daydreaming, they are not listening, try to probe using the techniques that Miranda teach us, probing skill, to bring back his attention to us. We need to be able to do that to make sure that our message came across. Yeah. Now, those are the two skills of a salesperson. The first one, to formulate the value of our product. And the second one, we need to make sure that we communicate the value effectively. Those are the skills. Now, I would like to mention something that was mentioned by, I forgot who. He mentioned about the attitude of a salesperson. This is not a skill per se, but this will make a huge impact for the success of a salesperson. I have this experience regarding attitude. In my previous job in the real estate company, I observed there was this habit of the ordinary salesperson. They would sit in front of the marketing office just to observe the parking lot so that they will know whenever a customer came using which car. So one day, there's this potential customer enter the parking lot using a, how do I say that? Using a humble car, And this ordinary salesperson said this, this customer doesn't have money. And then he proudly said this to all of us. You watch and learn, yeah? I'm going to wrap things up in less than 5 minutes. Watch and learn. And then he approached that customer. He speak, he have a conversation for 5 minutes, and that customer go away in 5 minutes. And then he returned to us with a huge smile, ear-to-ear smile to us, and he proudly said, see, 5 minutes. Another day, there is another customer that came with a humble car. And then this ordinary salesperson said that there is no way that that person have money. Perhaps he is mistaken that he thought that this property is a cheap property, not a luxurious property. He said that to the elite salesperson. The elite salesperson says that, oh, it's okay. And then you know what happened? It took 4 hours for that elite salesperson to serve that particular customer. 4 hours. I don't know what they are talking about. 4 hours. They went to the marketing office. They went to the show unit. They went to the construction site. They take a tour to the surrounding of the project, and they return to the marketing office. And then they had a fun conversation. At one time, I was so curious. I wanted to know, what are you guys talking about for hours like that? So I pretend to approach them. I pretend to get busy near them just to eavesdrop. I was so careful at that time. And do you know what they are talking about at that time? They are talking about religion. Nothing to do with sales, nothing to do with property. They are talking about religion at that time. And you know how the story ends in this particular customer? He ended up purchasing properties that were almost $7 million at that time. $7 million. This is a true story. So attitude matters. And do you know what the ordinary salesperson says about this incident? I heard them talking They said, how come she's always lucky? She always get the wealthy customer. She always get a very rich customer that can purchase a lot of things for her. She is so lucky. I know for sure it is not the case. I know for sure, 100% sure, that particular customer, if handled by an ordinary salesperson with a bad attitude, it won't transform into a sales transaction. I know for sure, 100%, it won't happen. So fellow Toastmasters, like a wise person said, luck equals preparation meets opportunity. So fellow Toastmasters, let's prepare ourselves. Let's improve our sales skill so that one day when opportunity arises, when one day opportunities came to us, we could be the luckiest person alive in this planet, and we can be an elite salesperson. Thank you very much for listening, and over to you, Jane.
Right. Wow. So luck is not pure luck, my fellow Toastmaster. Luck is about preparations plus opportunity. There's no such lucky person. Indeed, there's a lot of background work that actually did before the luck really came. Thank you so much, Agus, for the sharing. Now, we have come towards the end of the session. Now, I'd like to invite our president,